When you have a big belly, it feels really uncomfortable. And wherever you go, it feels like everyone is staring at you. Just imagine taking off for that holiday you've been waiting for. The sunshine kissing your skin. The sound of waves crashing on the shore. The smell of fresh food in the air. Ripped guys with six-pack abs. Gorgeous women in bikinis everywhere. And then there's you, the blob, making different kind of waves. And all eyes are on you.
There are a gazillion videos online, all claiming to help you lose fat by doing the exact same thing as everyone else. Counting calories, keto, walking and running, like all good sheep.
We have a different approach we call BellyProof, a practical scientific method which anyone can follow and see guaranteed results in just a matter of weeks. In this video, we're going to show you a new way to think about fat loss. A way to take all this ugly, unwanted belly fat and go from this to this in as little as 5 weeks.
The next few minutes are going to change everything and will make you look at belly fat in a completely different way. At the end of this video, we will share a 10-minute mini belly proof routine which you can start at home right now. Also, it's completely free, so make sure you watch to the end.
You lean in as little as 5 weeks.
Don't think this is possible? Well, neither did they. This video is going to change your life.
So stick with us and learn how to become
Next up are before and after measurements with the dated proof. We want to keep this video short and sweet, so this is the trimmed down version. If you wanted to take a closer look at the proof to know it's authentic, head over to bellyproof.com. Under the videos, click on raw data and you can find all the unedited raw footage.
You will see an 8-week version from 2021 and a more recent 5-week version from 2023. All the data is there for you to analyse if you wish. In short, we lost just over 5 and 8 kilograms in 5 weeks. By the time 8 weeks had passed, we'd lost just under 10 and 13 kilograms in total. And here is how it looks.
It's Friday, the 7th of May 2021,
and we cannot wait to go on holiday. But we have one big fat problem.
What is today's date?
It is Friday the 7th of May 2021.
We're gonna start tomorrow. See what happens in a few weeks. See you then. What is today's date?
It is Thursday the 8th of July 2021.
Fantastic. There you have it. We really want to show you what happened. 70.5. Very happy with that. I am 72 kilos 70. We've done measurements every day and we got all of them plus the analysis.
We filmed everything from start to finish with no cuts. It's unedited so you can see the full material.
If you want to see the unedited version, head to the website. But for now, we have got quite a lot to cover today. So back to the video.
So, we guarantee some pretty significant changes in as little as 5 weeks. That's pretty cool.
But how is this even possible?
Remember, we are not counting calories, walking, jogging, or doing any of that stuff the other sheep are doing. Not that there's anything wrong with sheep.
We are doing something very different, and it's time we pass some of that good knowledge to you. Here's what you can expect. So far, you've seen the intro and dated proof. And in the next few minutes, we want to cover fat breaking and how this forces your body to burn fat.
We're also going to demonstrate the Ice Belly test and of course the free mini routine we promised you earlier, which you can start right now for free at home and start seeing results. Once you finish watching this video, go ahead and look at the other videos in our series where we cover everything from solving the stubborn fat problem to the nutritional lion protocol, which involves 0 calorie counting.
We then give you a full breakdown of the science and show you what a belly fat workout should look like.
The series also looks at our movement-first approach, the science behind BellyProof muscle, and also anti-aging science, or what we call club mitochondria. If you're not sure where to find them, they're linked below this video.
Let's start with the most important concept in the BellyProof fat loss system. If you just understand this one thing we cover next, you will never look at weight loss the same way ever again, and you will know more about fat loss than almost everyone else around you.
This next bit's a bit sciencey, but we promise to keep it short and make it worth your time. It will only take minutes. Top, let's go!
We all want to burn fat. People approach fat burning in different ways. Some weight train, some do cardio, some people do interval training, sprints, CrossFit, and everything in between. Whatever burns the most calories, right?
The problem with all these calorie burning approaches is that they all miss one crucial thing: fat breaking. In order to burn fat, you have to break it first.
See, burning calories, a simple measure of energy expenditure, doesn't necessarily mean that you're burning fat. It's simply just that you're burning calories.
There are 3,500 calories in each pound of fat. Lose 3,500 calories and that's a pound of fat burned, right? It's logical, it's easy to buy into, and it's completely false. Just because you are burning calories or expanding energy doesn't mean it comes from the burning of fat.
It all starts with understanding what body fat is. Body fat is a collection of fat cells, each containing triglycerides, which are made up of fatty acids. You don't just burn fat as in fat cells, you burn fatty acids, which is the content of those fat cells.
How? Using a process called lipolysis, which literally translates into fat breaking. You extract those triglycerides out of the fat cell and break them into glycerol and 3 fatty acids, which are now released into your bloodstream.
For now, just remember that adrenaline is key to this process.
With fatty acids roaming free in your bloodstream, the next step is to burn them. This is done inside the mitochondria of the muscle cells. The mitochondria is where your body produces energy, and the process is known as beta oxidation, or in more familiar terms, fat burning.
A quick recap before we move forward. Your goal in burning fat is to reduce the fat content of your fat cells. But what is that content? It's triglycerides, which are made up of fatty acids. Losing fat means losing fatty acids, the content of your fat cells.
The only way this process works is by getting those fatty acids into the mitochondria where they can burn. To do this, you must first extract them from the fat cells and into the bloodstream. You then pull or pump that blood away from the fat cells and into the muscle cells rich in mitochondria, where those fatty acids can be used as fuel to produce energy.
The more fat you break and the more mitochondria you have available, the more fat you can burn.
Most importantly, it is impossible to burn fat that is locked inside the fat cells. That is why you have to break it first.
Excusez-moi. I was running and eating camembert and I lost fat.
And I was training in a calorie deficit and I got really skinny.
And I was doing yoga and keto and lost a hell of a lot of weight.
So what on earth do you know?
This begs the question. If you're not breaking fat and therefore not burning it, what are you burning? And how are you losing weight and having energy to work out?
Well, the human body is quite resourceful and has significant resources it can call upon. One significant resource is glycogen.
As fat breaking is needed to supply fatty acids to the mitochondria, people who skip these steps but still do a lot of running or weightlifting or dieting or anything of this sort will rely on glycogen mostly to fuel their workouts.
Generally speaking, when they run out of glycogen, they run out of fuel and start feeling fatigued.
Put it simply, yes, you can run and lift weights and eat less, and you will lose weight, but most of it will be glycogen and not body fat.
A little fat breaking will happen, sure, but if you want to lose a lot of fat, you need to break it first. This is the most important thing to understand when you want to lose fat. Whew, that was 4 minutes on the clock, as promised.
Now look, anything you do can be logged for a calorific value, regardless if it's running, swimming, yoga, lifting, or just eating less. If you burn calories, you expand energy, but that energy doesn't mean it comes from fat.
We want to show you how to burn fat, not glycogen. That is why we don't rely on calories. One last thing to mention on this subject is that glycogen binds a lot of water. If you lose glycogen, you lose weight, at least temporarily.
So yeah, those diets and runs and looking to burn calories are a direct way to lose weight, but losing weight is not the same as losing body fat.
Unlike body fat, glycogen and water can come back really quickly. You might feel great after a run the next day when you're a kilo lighter, or you might feel terrible about returning from a holiday 2 kilos heavier.
If you don't break fat, you won't burn fat, but you will burn glycogen, which will register as overall weight loss.
This is why it's so powerful, because if you truly understand the concept of fat breaking, you can literally force your body to burn fat and transform from this to this in as little as 5 weeks. And how cool would that be if we help you do it too? If you've ever experienced the eat less, train more mindset and ended up in a yo-yo weight cycle, or if this is the first time you've ever heard of fat breaking, we would love to hear your experiences in the comments below.
And don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the little bell. Next, the Ice Belly Test. Here's a question you should be asking. Why is belly fat so stubborn? Really, what's the reason?
Try this. Feel the temperature of your face and compare with that of your belly and your love handles. That's weird. Why is the belly so cold?
After the test, go and train. Gym, run, whatever you like. And at the end, test the temperature again.
Unless you are superhuman or hotter than fire itself, you can expect your belly to be colder.
We even got a thermal camera and tried it on a bunch of people, and it's always the same result. But why is it colder?
And why is it so hard to lose that spare tire? You know, back fat, love handles, and lower belly fat, moves, bingo wings, and thunder thighs. This is really the subject of our next video, which is linked below. In brief, it's all about alpha-2 receptors. Oh, you've got another one!
Listen up, you may think alpha-2 receptors is science that does not apply to you, but let us assure you.
This is especially important if you want to lose that spare tire. Want to know how to lose belly fat? You need to understand alpha-2 receptors. So watch our next video, which is linked below. Okay, it's time to share the mini routine as we promised. It's completely free and here are some helpful tips. 1. You need to do it at home in the morning and it will take roughly 10 minutes.
2. We won't ask you to do anything outrageous, but we can't take responsibility if you have any bad hips, knees, or you're missing a leg. So if you have any serious concerns, pain or injuries, please consult your physician before starting it.
3, like all of our programs, everyone can do it. If you did need a little help, we are just an email away.
4, besides losing fat, we believe in making you move better. In a week's time, come back and drop us a comment to let us know if you can suddenly touch your toes.
This is not the full BellyProof program, more of a free sample if you like, something to get you started to see some results and set you in the right direction. Think of it as a taste of greatness.
Here's how you get it. First, head on to BellyProof.com, click on the red button, click on the blue button and type your email and chosen password. Click the button and you're in. Take 2 minutes to set up your profile. You can change it later if you want, but you only need to do it once.
And that's it. There are a few tools you will now have access to. And further down the page, you will see the mini routine. Click on it and follow the steps. Okay, we're almost done for this video. If you've watched it from the start, you would have seen something most people would consider impossible, a truly fast way to lose fat, with dated proof without the traditional mainstream herd mentality.
You would have learned about fat breaking, the important first step to leave your body no choice but to burn fat.
And finally, you would have got a glimpse into what makes belly fat so stubborn, with our free mini routine you can start with at home. Here are a few words of wisdom from our head coach, Moby. And until next time, stay...
Oh, bonsoir. Many people ask me how I get in physique magnifique. Voilà, it's true. I'm a bulldog, but I also do sea training. Monsieur, s'il vous plaît, put me down. Oh la la, French kiss. I hope this helps. Au revoir.